welcome back to LNI Noire, and welcome to A Marriage Made in Heaven. Though somehow I don't think heaven looks like Ray's Cafe. Oh! You get the best deals for air conditioners right there where he died.
All right, gentlemen, I just got this handed to me.
Yeah.
A hit-and-run felony at Ray's Cafe, 208 North Los Angeles. Got a patrolman on site. The coroner's on his way. Get down there, see if you can find any witnesses who can put a make on the car.
All right.
I'm just praying the prints come through so I can nail the son of a bitch.
Well, hopefully we don't have to worry about prints. Cases you have unlocked can be accessed for replay via the cases section of the
That
main
bum
menu.
took a swipe at me. I put him down with my sap.
Well then. Yeah, let's just see what's going on here.
Oh, he's loaded. You're the reason, brother.
I guess I'll drive us over, see if there's any.
105 North Avenue.
All right.
Looks like the DA is going to press charges. Anna Rodriguez might do time.
I'll speak to the DA. She suffered enough.
I don't know, Cole. She's an easy make, and the DA likes convictions.
I'll convince him to let it go.
How do you do that?
I'll give him something better.
Well, maybe that's what this will be. I guess it's right here, so. Arriving at Ray's Cafe at 4:28 in the morning. Jesus. What kind of life you living where you slinking at a bar at like 3 o'clock in the morning? Not much of one anymore, it seems. To answer my own question.
Detectives, over here.
Cole Phelps, traffic. What have we got?
Vic is a white male named Lester Patterson. Walked out of the bar and into the street. Car hit over there, and he ended up here. Dead on impact by the look of it.
Have you canvassed the area?
The only one with anything useful to contribute is the young lady over there. She lives above the bar. Name is Shannon Perry. No, it's not a stage name. 24 years old, she left Kansas to follow the yellow brick road.
Is that so?
We'll take a formal statement later. Right now, we're going to take a look around.
Yeah, that might be a good idea. Can I inspect this hat? Damn. Man lost his hat. R.I.P. hat.
Phelps, you should take a look at the body.
I landed on his face and ended up here. The car must have struck him from behind.
Yeah, he looks pretty out of it. He has no idea what was going on. Lester Patterson, 28 North Hope Street. Oh. Where a standard veteran care policy entitles you to a lump sum payout of 10 grand in the event of your ultimately permanent incapacitation. This new secures you a sum of 1,600 with the adage. What the fuck?
Patterson has life insurance.
So somebody didn't really like the fact that the insurance didn't get up enough.
We can notify next of kin.
Well, we have 2 different places for that. Nothing with his hands or anything.
What have you got on the victim?
From all reports, he was intoxicated at the time of the accident. I'll know how intoxicated once I've done the autopsy. Looking him over now, I'd say he died on impact.
What about the chest wound? Isn't that inconsistent?
Very common in auto injuries. Look for a car with a prominent hood ornament. Those things are killers.
All right. Damn.
Body traveled a good 20 feet.
He just yeeted himself.
This blood is a long way from the body. Car must have been going like a bat out of hell.
Maybe. Now, what's this here?
So the driver managed to brake before the impact.
Yeah, so... And this blood doesn't look like it's squirting all over the place. It's like it just looks... to sort of see. I don't know about you guys. That doesn't look like it's been smeared like he was getting... Like, even after the initial splat, like... I don't know. Let's go see what Bekowsky thinks.
Advice?
Witness statements next. We know we've got the girl as an eyeball, but we should check the bar as well.
Not sure why this... What? Well, oh! Jesus.
Knife covered in blood.
Could be a steak knife. This is a hit-and-run case, Phelps. Anyone could have thrown away a kitchen knife.
I mean, yeah.
In any case, we'll want tech services to scrub the alleyway before they bag the knife.
I mean, I can't think of a solid reason as to why a bar knife would be bloody like this. That does not look like a steak knife at all. I find that hard to believe that's not involved somehow, but I don't know.
It's all yours, Detective.
Oh, well, I guess we'll... Kind of meant to talk to you after I was done, but okay.
Miss Perry?
Yes?
I'm Detective Phelps. This is my partner, Detective Bekowsky.
No, just stereotypical cats crying. Eyewitness report. Well, she looks very honest.
Can you tell us what happened?
Well, I came to the window because I heard people arguing downstairs.
Oh, did you? Well, that is a hell of a way to give me eye contact, ma'am. I think you're telling me the truth.
Then what happened?
I saw a car hit that poor man and knock him down the street.
Okay. Now, do you have a description of the vehicle?
What kind of car was it?
A dark red Lincoln Continental.
I appreciate that. Thank you, ma'am.
Did you see the license plate?
Only the first three letters, I'm afraid. 3C8.
Okay. Well, how about this argument you were telling me about?
Tell me more about the argument you heard.
Well, there were two
Oh,
voices.
come on.
A man and a woman. That's all.
Now you get your arm on your shoulder. You're not looking at me for nothing. You're looking everywhere but at me. You didn't stab him, did you? Let me see.
That's a nice story, Miss Perry, but it's not what really happened.
You think I'm making this up?
Oh, well, I can't prove that.
Sorry.
Never mind.
My mistake.
Well, either way, you're full of shit.
Why are you holding out on us, Miss Perry?
I'm sorry. I was hoping to tell my story to the newspapers. I'd like to get my picture in the paper. Trying to find work as an actress, and things look pretty difficult.
Cough
Well,
it
you're
up,
terrible
sister.
at
We
lying
don't
to
have
me,
all night.
so...
People arguing? They were husband and wife. I could tell by what she was yelling. Intimate things. Very embarrassing for the man.
Thank you, Miss Perry. Your information has been very helpful. You can go now.
You really think so? I hope you find that driver and put him away.
You certainly got away with the dames, Phelps.
Give it a rest, Bekowsky.
Let's see what the patrons have to say.
Okay.
I'll take the bartender. You work the rest of the room.
Oh. Newspaper. Shrink to the stars promises mental breakthrough.
Courtney, come in. Have a seat.
Thanks, Doctor.
How are you finding working at the clinic?
It's, fine.
Are you sure?
Can I be honest with you, Doctor?
I would hope so, Courtney.
I was hoping that the therapy would be more beneficial.
Treatment can unfortunately be very long-term.
So many of the patients here are addicts, Doctor.
Many of them have been for years, Courtney. In the past, these people were condemned to sanatoriums. If we can reveal the root of the problem, then we have a
I've
chance
never
to
heard
help them.
root of the problem said like that.
Until then, they
Ever.
stay sedated.
Do I detect a hint of reproach, Courtney?
I was expecting more, Doctor. I'm sorry. I don't mean to criticize.
Part of being a physician, Courtney, is learning to be patient.
How is it possible to keep so many of them on their medications, Doctor? Many of their addictions are illegal.
Oh, many things in life are gray, Courtney. What may on the surface appear to be illegal is actually of benefit to society at large.
I have no idea how this relates to the big picture in the game. But the music seemed to stop. I think that's everything. Let's talk to the bartender here.
I'm Detective Phelps of the LAPD.
How can I help, Detective?
Your name would be a good start.
Dudley Lynch. Hired help. I run the place when the owner ain't around.
Where is the owner?
He stepped out. Somebody had to take Lorna, Mrs. Patterson, home.
So you know the widow. He looks suspicious as hell. Why are you like squinting at me?
No offense, fellas, but having cops hanging around ain't exactly good for business.
Well, what kind of business do you do here, bro? Better not be the business hit and run.
What can you tell me about the accident?
Not a lot. It was busy in here, and all I heard was the impact.
Jesus, you can't look at me to save your life, can you?
Why are you lying, Lynch? What are you covering up?
Is that the best you've got?
You can't even look at me.
You expecting me to confess to being the driver?
Well, no, Jesus, that's ridiculous.
You're off the hook. For
that
now.
man over there is just drinking his drink so aggressively. You're full of shit.
So what was he doing outside? It's against licensing regulations to drink on the sidewalk.
Lester and Lorna were having a fight. The owner made him take it outside. It was pretty ugly.
Well then. What's your association with, Lester?
Do you know the victim?
Yeah. Lester Patterson. He's a regular here, or he was.
That's a way to keep eye contact. Okay. I'm not wrong for this. Oh,
Not
not
one of
cool.
your favorite customers?
Lester was special, but not my kind of special.
Was Lester drinking alone?
No. He came here with his wife.
Oh,
She
you
didn't
don't
seem
like
too
the wife
interested
at
in
all,
the
do you?
booze, though.
He came in with his wife. Such a bitch. Like, you can just tell the way he talks about her. He's just like, ugh, her.
A witness overheard an argument.
Lester and Lorna. There's nothing like airing your dirty laundry in public, is there?
Are you lying?
You know what they were fighting about, Lynch. Stop lying to me.
So now you know what I know? You a mind reader now?
I mean... Doesn't say how close she was, though.
It's nothing personal. I'm just doing my
I
job.
don't know.
You understand that?
Okay.
Why was Lorna Patterson in such a hurry to leave? What is going on here?
Lorna was pretty upset, so Leroy took her home. Lorna and Leroy are close. They've been talking about opening a new bar.
Leroy?
Leroy Sabo, the owner.
Why are they going
How
into
long
business?
have Lorna and Leroy been talking about this new bar?
Who knows? I just served the drinks.
You are...
Is Leroy really going into business with Lorna? You sure you're not covering for her?
Well, no,
Me
Cole.
and Lorna? That man-eater? I wouldn't last a weekend with her. You're barking up the wrong tree there, partner.
Okay, yeah, we get it. Okay. Yeah,
You don't ask, you never find
we don't
out.
like her at all. Okay, well, you're full of shit then, obviously.
Bartenders hear all sorts of things. Are you going to tell me, or do we have to start playing rough?
When Lester was drinking, he treated Lorna like dirt. He gambled away all their money. Lorna pitched Leroy about the bar. I don't know how interested he is.
Is Leroy doing well?
Hell no. The only thing keeping this place afloat are the poker games.
Thanks for your help, Lynch. I'm going to need you to sign a statement with the patrolman.
Sure, no problem.
You get anything out of the regulars?
They weren't giving too much away. They liked watching Lester and Lorna go a few rounds every other day. And Lester was a fan of the love tap.
No. I'm not quite sure what that means, but,
Operator, give me
doesn't sound
dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need to run a partial license plate, 3 Charles 8. Cross-check possible Lincoln owners. Suspect vehicle is a red Lincoln Continental.
Just a moment, Detective. Only one possible make on that license. Registered to a William Shelton, 738 West Temple Street.
Thanks for your help.
Okay.
Looks like we caught a break on this one.
All right. Well, seems like we're done here. Yeah, I guess let's go tell the wife. For whatever mood she's in, I'm not sure.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Just run over the evidence, Bekowsky. We need to get out of here. Arrived at the Patterson residence at pretty much 3 minutes. We did all of that in 3 minutes. Alright. See if anybody's home. Knock, knock, knock.
Yes?
No.
Hello?
Mrs. Patterson.
Is this about my husband?
We're investigating the incident, ma'am.
I see. Come in, won't you?
You were suspiciously not crying. I know you were just arguing with him, but
Can you
come
tell
on.
me what happened?
What's to tell? He got hit by a car and now he's dead.
You don't appear to be too upset about the fact.
Lester and I met on a furlough in '44. We got married that weekend. People don't understand it now, but that happened a lot back then.
I see. So you probably did well to stick it out this long.
Oof.
What's that supposed to mean, mister? I think it's about time you left. I have someone here,
I
and
beg your pardon? You're gonna have to run that one by us again, sister.
It's okay, Lorna. I'm Leroy Sabo.
Okay, I guess
Well, well.
he took up
Nice
the
to
oath.
see you're comforting the grieving widow, Mr. Sabo.
All right, wise guy. Do you have any intelligent questions you would like me to answer?
You can confirm Mrs. Patterson's story.
Lester lost at cards. He was kind of hard to control when he lost his temper. He
turned without looking, and walked right out in front of the car. It wasn't good.
What's your relationship with Mrs. Patterson, Mr. Sabo?
We're friends. Good friends.
You expect me to believe that?
Look, I was filing for divorce. Mental cruelty. Lester could be a mean son of a bitch.
Oh?
And Lester knew about that?
No, I hadn't told him.
Well, hasn't this worked out well for the two of you? I feel almost bad for busting in on this little rendezvous.
So maybe Lester said what the fuck on that letter. Alright, little Miss Genius. Tell me about how... Yeah, just tell me about the accident.
How did the car come to hit Lester?
He walked straight into the path of an oncoming car.
Kind of like you're looking out to the road, like you're about to walk out in the path of an oncoming car, except the road's about 5 feet to the left, dumbass.
You're lying, Lorna. You pushed him in front of the car.
If you think you can prove that, I suggest you arrest me now.
Nothing that ties her to that knife.
Looks like I was mistaken.
Fine.
You expect me to believe that, Lorna. It's all very convenient.
Gambling for Lester was like the needle for a hophead. He was yelling at me. He was yelling at the whole world. I kind of felt sorry for the driver. Poor guy had no chance.
Neither do you if you get into a courtroom, let me tell you.
You were arguing in the bar and on the sidewalk?
We were always arguing. So what?
Hmm.
Don't lie to me. Something was different this time.
You're clutching at straws. You married?
No? Damn.
The arguments are never any different.
Admit it. You were baiting him, pushing his buttons. We can easily get the full story from the regulars in the bar.
All right. Lester was playing cards out back. He lost, of course, and wanted back in. He suggested I earn the money on my back to get a mistake. That was the proposition he was putting to his so-called buddies. So maybe I was a little angrier than usual. Let's just say I took exception to his idea.
The bartender said that you and Leroy were planning to go into business together. Can you explain how you'll get the money to do that?
I have a little money saved away.
Oh. Oh, I know, right? No,
Being
you're full of
economical
shit.
with the truth, Lorna.
You want to back that up, little man?
Yes, why are you upping his life insurance?
You increased the premium on Lester's life insurance. GI insurance policies have a $10,000 payout.
It was Leroy's idea.
Oh.
Lester lived on the edge. He was always getting into fights, crap games, pinochle, you name it. Turns out it was good advice.
It speaks to motive and premeditation, Lorna.
You're forgetting the hit-and-run detective.
You and Mr. Sabo have an interesting day.
I'm sure we will, officer. Now, if you could both just leave.
We're leaving, ma'am. Sorry for your loss. I can see what a tough time you're having with all this.
It's agitating. Well, I'm gonna call these people, because apparently they need something.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Are there any messages for me?
Just one detective from the coroner. Message reads, Phelps, see me at Central Morgue immediately. Results of the Patterson autopsy.
Thanks, ma'am.
Report to Central. Okay, okay. Well, I was gonna go look at the driver, but...
Can you drive to this one?
All right. Where to?
Apparently Carruthers has something.
Continue to respond.
Let's go see what's up. Los Angeles County Morgue at 4:51 in the morning. Okay. What's up, Doc?
We can put the driver in front of a judge in less than a week.
You'd be making a big mistake.
Run that by me again?
The victim was dead before the car hit him.
Oh?
2 puncture wounds to the right side of the thorax. Second
It was the
puncture
knife.
reached his heart.
You're kidding me.
Been doing this job 23 years, son. No one's ever laughed at one of my jokes.
He was stabbed to death?
Long, sharp knife, length of a bayonet.
We found a knife in the alleyway.
Where is it now? Was it bagged?
By Patrolman Kaplan.
Perfect. I'll get you a definite match.
Jesus, we got him. Murder 1. We were right there and they tried to stare us down. Now they'll both get the gas chamber. We have the knife, we have the coroner's
right.
report, and I bet we could roll Sabo as a witness. Let's bring her in.
All right, well, we've just forgotten about the driver altogether. Let's go get Lorna. Because she totally stabbed him.
You're behind the wheel.
And where exactly are we going?
We're going to get Lorna. Didn't even have to go see the driver. All right. You put a hit and run on some other dude, Lorna. Not cool.
Spoken to the coroner, Mrs. Patterson. He confirmed your husband's cause of death. We'd like you to come downtown and answer some questions.
It wasn't me. It was Leroy's idea. Leroy stabbed him. I had nothing to do with it.
Where is Leroy now?
He's in the bedroom.
You're very good, Lorna.
Put the gun down, Leroy. If you do something stupid now, you don't stand a chance in front of the grand
Nice of
jury.
you to give me up, sweetheart. All that whispering in my ear, telling me how we had to get rid of him, how good it could be,
Oh, look at him
all the
spinning.
money we could claim, all that planning, how to get him into the street, how to make it look like an accident.
For God's sake,
you had
Leroy,
all
shut
the
up.
bases covered, baby.
I had nothing to do
You
with it.
think I'm gonna fry for you,
He's
Lorna?
a crazy man. Shoot him. Shoot him, for God's sake.
Oh, no.
It's too late, Sabo.
Okay. Oh, cars. Okay.
Sabo, stop or I will shoot.
Damn it. Oh, no, you're at this. Oh, dude, come on.
You stay back. I'll ice this one, I don't care.
How long do you think you can hold out?
Not very long, apparently.
You look spooked, Phelps. I thought you'd been under fire before.
It never gets any easier, Bekowsky.
Alrighty then. This was a mess.
So, I give you a hit and run. You bring me back fraud, conspiracy, and first-degree murder. This is how a good detective operates, Phelps. You take nothing at face value. You keep digging and asking questions until you get to the truth. You got some sharp elbows on you, detective. I like that. Keep up the good work.
Cool. Okay then. Well, that was an interesting case. I'll take 9 out of 10 correct, although that's gonna have to do that one again. Yeah, that was I didn't know I could just skip over the whole driver thing before. But yeah, wow, those two just really didn't think that through before they did it. Well, let's just hide the knife in a trash can right after we did it. Like, come on, guys, let's just I don't even know what that is. Anywho, if you like this episode or this case of LA Noire and you want to see more stuff like this, feel free to leave a like. Consider subscribing for anything else I'm playing through or doing. Until I'm back with the next, I think this might turn into more of like a weekly series. Damn controller. Yeah, it's probably gonna be like more of an every Wednesday kind of deal, I'm thinking. Now that I'm actually like getting into the groove of this game. Um, but yeah, until we're back with LA Noire, probably next Wednesday. Stay safe and have a good evening, guys. Please watch for traffic.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change.